Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jupiter James, where I do what I want, when I want, and today I'm sure you can already tell from the looks of my thumbnail that I want to get into the sun within the zodiac and kicking off that series. Now, before I let you Aquarians know what you are meant to do in their karmic lessons within this life, I want to first let you know that before anything, I would love to make the wager that it is not what your sun sign is, it is where your sun sign is. And it is the house within the zodiac that your sun sign is in that you are meant to use your Aquarian energy and focus that Aquarian energy to do in this life. Everyone has a little bit different piece of the pie in which they're meant to use their energy, and the houses will tell you that. So promise me, after I give you the insights of what an Aquarius is here to do in this life, that you will go and find that find that house video on my channel and smash that analysis with the analysis I give you in this video, and that should really give you a cheat sheet, the ultimate cheat sheet as to what your soul is meant to do in this life. Who doesn't want to know? You know, they say when you know better, you can do better, right? Like, that's where it's at. Like, you will get to your dreams farther, faster if you are able to get on the right track. And your birth chart shows you where the tracks that you are meant to be on are at. Like, come on, let's do it. So, let's get into it, Aquarius. Now, Aquarius suns are some of the most inventive and off-the-cuff, strange, you know, quirky, avant-garde zodiac signs that there is. They are the most off-the-cuff. They are the most rebellious. They are the most striking and beautiful and just cool. They're just cool in their own right because they all have their own individual brand of what cool is. Excuse me. And that is because they do not go with the status quo. They are not doing what humanity is doing. They see that as like peons or sheep in a stable. They're like, ugh, that's been done before. What else can I do that is like completely different from the world? If an Aquarius could come down to this planet and rearrange the eyeballs and the eyes and the nose to look different from other, they would. They would like, everyone has two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. How can I change this? Like, I'm over it. It's been done before. That's how inventive and how different Aquariuses achieve and want to strive to be. They don't see the norm as normal. If anything, they're like, ew, normal's weird. Ew, why you guys are weird for being normal? Like, that's just weird to me. Like, you mean to tell me you want to be like everyone else? You want to do what your mom did? You want to do what her mom did before her? You want to do what our dad? Ew. You're strange, you're a weirdo. Think outside the box. Like, that is what an Aquarius is. That is how Aquarius thinks. And it is in that thinking that Aquarius isolates itself or himself or herself from the rest of humanity. And although they love humanity from afar and they want to do something that brings something to the table, they want to invent something on their own that brings something to the table, it is in that thinking that kind of separates themselves from the rest of the world, you know, and it is in that they are able to invent and create and hear their own brain. You know, sometimes I feel like with Aquariuses, they'll go out into the world and they are fighting so hard to be, well, not fighting so hard to be different, but what they are doing is they're outside and they get the gist of what's happening so much to the point where they're like, ugh, I would just rather be at home thinking and scheming on how to do something that will evolve these people, because these meat suits are just killing me right now. Like, these meat suits are just so brain dead. Like, what is going on? Wake up. That is what Aquarius is. It's like they ride both sides of, like, I don't want to say they hate humanity. They don't. It's just that they are so annoyed with what the present day is doing because their mind is so far in the future. That's what it is that their mind is like, no matter what era they're in. So you could be an Aquarius that was born in the 70s, right? And whatever we're thinking now in 2023, that person in the 70s was already thinking about it to the point where they couldn't get along with the people in their era because they were just so futuristic. They were just like, you guys are around here doing sock hops and drinking root beer and Coca-Cola when really I think I can invent this thing that, like, you can get on, and it's like revolutionary. Like, and if I could just go home and get in my own thoughts, I can bring it to the table. Like, that is how an Aquarius is always thinking. They're just thinking about the next best thing that they can do, because life can be very boring or just very predictable for a Aquarius, and they don't like that. They do not like predictability, and they themselves don't want to be someone that's seen as predictable. Let me move this really quick. That's better. Yeah, they don't want to be seen as someone that's predictable, you know. And that's why some of their movements can catch people off guard, because they're just like, they cannot be predicted. People don't know what they're gonna do or how they're gonna pop out. One day they got blue hair, one day they got dreads, one day they got cornrows, the next day they've got a perm, the next day they're shaved. You know, it is what it is, and they ride to the beat of their own drum. Now, I would say that the karmic lesson for Aquarius is to try their best to be within the collective while still maintaining their individuality. You are meant to be a leader, and I think that that's the only way that an Aquarius can achieve that karmic lesson, is to be a leader, right? Because as a leader, you're a part of the pack, you're a part of the community, you're a part of the greater whole, but at the same time, you stand out because you are the leader and you are blazing a new trail. That is what you are meant to do, whether it's something you invent, whether it's you being a CEO at your company, whether it's something, you are meant to be in the forefront, because it gets a little hard. You know, it gets hard for an Aquarius, because what they find is that unless they take up the mantle as a leader, right, they are cast out, or they cast themselves out, or people don't understand them, or people think that they are a little bit too reclusive, so then they think that they're not being team players, when really it's not that. It's just that when Aquarius finds itself as a part of the group, it can't shine. And all Aquarius wants is to be an Aquarius does not want to be so much a part of the group where their face gets erased and they're just a part of this collective and no one knows who they are. No, that would kill an Aquarius. What they want is to stand out within a group. They want to be a part of a big organization and stand out within that organization and be, of course, maybe championing the ethos and the mythos of what this company is about, but they want to stand out and do it their own way. Whatever an Aquarius do, they're going to do it, and they're going to do it their own way that no one has ever thought of, and they're probably going to do it better than most, because people are going to be like, wait, I never thought to do it like that. Like, how the hell is this person doing it like that? Like, what? Like, I didn't even know that was allowed. But that's what an Aquarius is meant to do. You're meant to break the rules. You're meant to break and bend the rules to where you acquire a certain amount of freedom to invent the things that you are meant to invent and create the things that you are meant to create to better humanity. And what a great karmic contract that is. Now, you are also someone that, you know, as much as you don't want the limelight and as much as you don't want attention, you get attention because you are going about things so differently. It is in you doing things differently that people go, wait, what the hell? Like, what? And you're not even trying to get attention. You're not even trying to like do it like you're not doing things for like, okay, so opposite of your sign, right, is Leo. And your sister sign on the opposite end of your birth chart is Leo. So again, wherever your house is, this would also tell you what you're meant to do with that Leo energy, because that's the shadow part of you that you don't see. That's the part of you that you don't get, is that, you know, you being an Aquarius, you think that you're just an oddball and like, oh, I am a humanitarian, I just want to be studious and invent something or bring something to the table, and I want to wear my hair this way, and I want you have so much of your own identity, and you're not doing it for shock value, and you're not doing it to gain attention. You're doing it for your soul so much, and you're doing it to such authenticity that you don't even realize that you gain a lot of attention. That a lot of people go, wait, who the fuck is that? Like, oh my, and you don't even realize that because you're just not even caring what the collective is thinking. You're like, ugh, get away. Like, but it is in that like, that's your karmic contract. It is you being it's almost like you're an accidental Leo sometimes, because, well, most times, because you're just doing things your own way. You're ruled by Uranus and Saturn, and so even though even though you have freedom, it's like restricted freedom because you learn so many lessons in your life. You are held back and then you're thrust forward. You're held back and you're thrust forward. You're held back and then all of a sudden something will happen and it's like you transform and you get by, but people don't see that, like, in your freedom, you're still bound by wanting to do something with your life and wanting to make your life matter and do something that can help others. You are so, Saturn is so within you that on the outside, your Uranian energy people may think, wow, you get to wear what you want and no one gets to tell you what to do and you're just so free and you don't care what people think. But you feel that Saturnian energy so much. You're just like, but okay, if that's true, then why are things so hard for me? Why is it so hard for, like, me to exist in this world? Why is it so hard? You know, and that's because Saturn is ruling your sign as well. And with it's so funny, you have limitless potential, but that limitless potential is controlled by Saturn. So it's like you're being given the slack to fly, but at the same time your ascension and your strikingness can't be too much too soon at all times. And you battle with that in your own mind. You battle with that because I know sometimes you just want to go off the rails and just fuck shit up and do it and like, but then Saturn comes, it's like you can only do it to 30% this time. You can only do it to 40% this time in your life. In this phase in your life, you can only go to 20 or you can only go to 30. And that's on purpose. And I think that's because you are meant to build a legacy over time. You know, you're meant to be someone that lasts and stands the test of time. So yeah, that's your karmic contract, is to really bring something to humanity in a very bold, striking way, using your authenticity and finding a way to stand out from the group while still being within the group, you know? And not being afraid of the attention that you gain from that. Because I know a lot of Aquariuses, sometimes they don't even want to bring what they have to the table because they know it's going to garner a lot of attention. You got to get over that. You got to understand that you are going to get attention. You just are. It is what it is. And I know that you think it's dumb. I know that you are like, ugh, I don't even care what these people think. Like, ew, likes on the internet? Ew. You're like, my value is so much more than likes on the internet. Like, ew. But you just have to submit to that. You have to be okay with the fact that you're going to be perceived, and these people that you don't even care what their opinions are, people are going to give their opinion, and it's okay. Just do the thing that you are meant to do and you will get far further in your life, and Saturn will let up once that happens. You know, you will find that doors open that weren't open before, and you will find that you get to places that you couldn't access before once you begin to offer the seeds that you are meant to plant within the planet, you know? So yeah, that was my analysis for this video for my beautiful Aquarius suns. You know, continue to be an individual, continue to be authentic, and continue to follow the intuitions within your heart, because they will never lead you astray, okay? If you would like me to do all the work for you rather than you bouncing around to all these videos, I want you to I'm gonna give you some homework. Go to the Saturn video, go to my houses video, find out where your sun sign is and match it with that house video, and smash it together with this video, and that should give you a comprehensive, detailed look as to what your zodiac, well, your Aquarius sun sign is here to do. Now, if you don't want to do all that homework, put it on me, hire me, and I can do your birth chart for you and give you a comprehensive outline and write-up of all of your placements and what they all mean in conjunction to each other, and that would give you the ultimate cheat sheet as to what you are really meant to do in this planet. I can only give you so much on YouTube, you know, that's general, because I cater to everyone, you know, and everyone is unique, especially you Aquariuses, and our birth charts are unique, so it's going to be different for everyone. And I would love to let you know what you are meant to do in this life as according to what your specific unique birth chart is telling you. Yeah? All right, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Hit my description below if you want that birth chart, and I will see you on the next one. Love you. Bye.